Hello. Right, I've noticed on my videos that the sound isn't very good, so I'm going to be shouting now. Right. Look, sun's shining. Bright, shiny day. I've got problems. I've got problems, and I've got two lads, Richard and Paul, and three lads and Scott, who say they're my best friends, but the communication to them is terrible. And Richard, for years, has said he's going to do some development for me. Paul is saying he's actually doing it. Whether it turns out to be the shop that I want, we'll see there. But Scott, haven't spoken to Scott in a year. Now, I've got a young man called David who does listen to me. And he's got a child, a 2.5 year old. And he's teaching him how to read. And he tells me a story how he went shopping the other day. And he picked a bunch of bananas. He took him shopping for the first time and asked him to pick something. He picked a bag of apples, and they went and did the transaction. He paid for them. So he's a lovely lad, David, and he's having great fun with his child. So I've decided to do an ABC book. A simple ABC. A is for apple, B is for banana, C is for car, or cat. C is for cat. I might do C is for car. I'll probably change it now. I have cat. Yeah, no, C is for cat. Tiger Woods. I've done C is for cat. But I'll put a car on there as well. C is for cat and C is for car. Now, that's going to be that simple. And what I will then do, I will layer over it what I've really been working on. And we'll tell you about Xenophon, which is home working, and Minerva, which is systems documentation. So I'm into Minerva at the moment, and one of the phases of Minerva is Apollo. And I was using Apollo for flowcharts, but I've not done any flowcharts, and I probably won't be doing any flowcharting. I'll have to think of another name for it. So Apollo is now MP4 files. So when you go onto my ProtoPage sites and you see Apollo, you'll see it's the transmission of electronic video data to help the team. So I've been recording a Day in the Life 2020 since the 1st of January because I've been sending emails off to Paul to get to ring me, and he's not done that. So I've been doing recordings on a daily basis as if I'm a Scrum Master doing an agile project. So Project Xenophon, which is home working, has been running in an agile manner for 12 days now. In that I've had morning meetings where I've done videos, and the videos are there for people to see. So I'm working at it, if nobody else is. But I'm going to focus on a 2-year-old now, because a 2-year-old will listen, and David will listen. And I'll do this book, this ABC, and point him out, and give him some tips for when he's older, and doing his exams, and he's doing his work, and get his dad to use Windows camera to get his son to start recording himself and playing with it on YouTube and doing recordings of how he's learning. And his son David can do a history project. I'll get David to do a history project on battleships and war, and kings and queens, like I did with Adam when we did it with Helen Carter. I had a great evening one evening with Adam, sat down, got Helen Carter out, I did kings and queens to get the dates. Then I did war, battles, Battle of Waterloo, the Opium Wars, and then battleships, the Bismarck, the Hood, the Ark Royal, and then inventions, the V2 rocket, the cannon, the Battle of Agincourt. And we spent an evening on linking the dates together, and you can see how inventions like the cannon and the Battle of Agincourt came together on the same dates. So rocket technology with Adolf Hitler in the Second World War for the V2 rocket was led forward to space travel, Apollo. So Apollo space travel, Apollo, the Greek god, god of the sun, is what I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff on now, rather than writing emails that I've done. I've done lots of emails, I've done hundreds of emails to Paul and Richard, all gone in the wind, probably not even been read, because they're massive things when I put them together. So the reactions that I've had hasn't been positive, but I'm keeping going, I'm keeping pressing, because if I do these Apollo videos, I might get to a stage where I'll say to somebody, does anybody out there want to do some IT training for BSG Elite, my training academy? And I'll have all the videos done, ready for them, so they can actually go and do some development. And I'm going to be prototyping now, going back to SSADM, Structure Systems Analysis Design. You can see I've got things bookmarked in there. Project Xenophon, which is a whole project, is going to be done under SSADM standards. But perhaps not. Perhaps we're not going to generate all the documentation at SSADM. But certainly to prototyping, proto-page prototyping, and Google Forms is concerned. So I'm going to be doing some prototyping using Google Forms on Project Xenophon for a click and collect golf club shop. And I'll do all the links and the documentation, the transcripts, the Google Forms, the Google Letters, SSADM stuff through Project Xenophon for Scott Curry. Now Scott, I hope you're going to appreciate this. There's a lot of work's gone into this. 20 years work trying to get you to switch on to do IT work and get yourself a shop as a golf professional. 20 years I've been trying to persuade you to do something. Well, you can do a shop now with click and collect for Hillsborough Golf Club. And let's see how we go on. Let's get together and have a pint, Scott. Right, that's me, finished shouting. ABC, my little ABC book. I'm going to get some business cards printed with simply on it. ABC, my little book by Alan Bramwell. Protopage.com, the ABC book. And that's the cheapest way of doing a publication. I might give it a phantom ISBN Xenophon 1. Right? And if it looks good, if the content looks good, I'll look at publisher then and producing a publisher version. Obviously without all the links and the Apollo videos, because you can't do that in a book. But I'll do a little publisher version of it, and perhaps get some copies printed and charge a couple of pounds for them. Spend £1,000 on getting some booklets made for schools. ABC, and I'll have the links to my digital world. I'm going to have to look into publishing and the printers and see what they cost and get some recommendations. I'm going to have to think about it. I'm going to spend £1,000. I'll make £1,000 on it. I'll sell them. I'll sell them on the markets. I'll go to the markets and sell them. Stand there in the cold and the wet with me big coat on, selling ABC books to young women with pushing prams. Sell them for £2 a time. Make £1,000. Get 1,000 printed. Sell them £2 a time. Right, that sounds like a plan. I like plans. Right, what time is it now? It's 12:39. I don't get up till 11:30. I go to bed about 5 o'clock at night, and then don't sleep through very well really, and my mind's buzzing all the time, so I'm tossing and turning. I was up last night from 12 o'clock till 1 o'clock doing till later than that, doing the communications to Scott on YouTube, and they were rejected. I spent such a long time doing long videos, and Photo Booth was not working very well. It cancelled a couple of times. Eventually I cut it down to one video of about 16 minutes, 17 minutes, and I submitted that, and I got it to submit, and I looked at it today and it got rejected by YouTube and said I had to go through a verification process. So I've done a verification process now, and I'm going to see if that gets uploaded, and if that's the case I'll do videos longer than 15 minutes. If not, it's not going to be worth me bothering with it, and I'll quit Apollo. I'm not doing 2 minutes snapshots. I'm going to be doing long videos on IT. So I'll see how that goes. I'm in eager anticipation that the Google verification process has worked, and that my videos will be uploaded. Right, this one's 11 minutes, it's below 15 minutes, so have a nice day. Next one will be Good Morning Vietnam. Right, get up early I think tomorrow. We'll have a Good Morning Vietnam. We'll have a long day, do some work tomorrow. I'll get on and get this book done by David. I'm doing a course on at the moment. It's 24 hours. It's a bit lengthy. I did 3 hours yesterday. It's coaching others to coach. I'm doing a training manual on golf, hopefully with Scott. 12 lessons throughout the year that the golfers should participate in, and I think it's going to be dead easy. I'm just going to take a pen and paper here. I've got a scrap of paper. One is putting. 2 is chipping. 3 is pitching. 4 is bunker. 5 is the stance. 6 is 9 iron. 7 is 8 iron. 8 is 7 iron. 9 is 6 iron. 10 is 5 iron. 11 is rescue wood, and 12 is driver. So there I made a decision. That's going to be a series of lessons, and I'll have them from a new starter, 24 handicapper, 18 handicapper, 12 handicapper, 9 handicapper, 6 handicapper, 4 handicapper, 2 handicapper, 1 handicapper, and scratch golfer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 years training. 9 years training from 12 to 21. There you go. That's the action plan. We're 14 minutes now, so I'm going to quit. So this one should be successfully uploaded.